They're off for the Unibet champion hurdle of 2024. A field of 8 on their way, and on the right, State Man with the yellow sleeves is handy as they make the approach to the first, with Nemean Line in the purple and yellow also in the leading line. So too the grey Irish Point. One from the left, the white face Not So Sleepy. Lucia out widest of all, the mauve and yellow silks for James Bowen. Colonel Mustard in the red and white tracks them on the long run between the opening pair of flights. Zarak the Brave in the double green, the spotted gap for Daryl Jacob held up, and likewise Iberico Lord, Nico de Boinville in the McManus hoops, the white cap as well grouped. They begin to close in on the second. Not So Sleepy, Nemean Line and State Man just about the leading trio. Over Irish Point, Lucia, Colonel Mustard, Iberico Lord towards the inner, and right in behind Zarak the Brave, and into the wings of the second they come, and Not So Sleepy picks up just ahead, leads them into the turn. Over a Nemean Line, a couple of lengths away to State Man, and then Irish Point, who disputes third place in advance of Lucia. Colonel Mustard, red and white jacket, is the shadow to, on the inside, Iberico Lord, and Zarak the Brave a length further back. Broadly similar sort of pace at this stage of the race as it was to the Supreme over the same course and distance earlier. They turn to go on down the hill on the approach to the third. Not So Sleepy over Nemean Line. Grey Irish Point racing on the far side of State Man, and then Colonel Mustard, Iberico Lord and Lucia in a line. The Henderson pair racing either side of Colonel Mustard. Zarak the Brave ridden with patience in rear in a still well-grouped field. Not So Sleepy, hurdling slickly, more fluent there than Nemean Line, who just left a trailing leg. Irish Point is a very close third. And then State Man. Lucia has tugged her way up through the field. The mauve and yellow silks for James Bowen, racing ahead now of Colonel Mustard and Iberico Lord. Zarak the Brave remains last, but they're still very tightly clustered up as they move on towards the fourth. Not So Sleepy leads the Unibet champion hurdle field over Nemean Line. Just slightly put down on that Not So Sleepy. Nemean Line comes alongside. Then Irish Point and Lucia. State Man. Townend removes a bit of dirt from his goggles, racing ahead of Colonel Mustard. Zarak the Brave and the double green out wide. Iberico Lord ridden with great patience by Nico de Boinville as they go through halfway and head to the flight at the top of the hill. The fifth of the 8. Not So Sleepy over Nemean Line, who kicked it half to the ground. Irish Point stalking them. State Man poised on the inner of Lucia. And then Colonel Mustard, Iberico Lord and Zarak the Brave as they reach the highest point of the track and prepare to freewheel on down the hill. They've got 3 flights of hurdles left to jump in the Unibet champion hurdle, and Not So Sleepy is joined again by Nemean Line. Irish Point waiting in the wings, slipstreaming them coming down the hill. State Man yet to make any sort of a move. The yellow sleeves of Paul Townend, upsides Lucia. Then Zarak the Brave out wide to Iberico Lord, the white cap, and Colonel Mustard in the red and white. And here's the third last. Nemean Line picking up just ahead of Not So Sleepy. Irish Point has travelled up very strongly. State Man is sitting right on his tail. Lucia is bang there. Now Iberico Lord up the inner is asked to close. The white cap ahead of Zarak the Brave and Colonel Mustard, and they're still very well grouped. And here's the second last. Nemean Line joined by Irish Point. State Man though hard on their heels as they begin the swing for home. Then Lucia. Not So Sleepy is weakened away. Zarak the Brave has been bustled up in behind. Irish Point and Nemean Line, but here goes State Man now, ghosting into it away to the left, and Townend has yet to twitch, and State Man comes right alongside Irish Point. Zarak the Brave is running on in behind with Lucia as Nemean Line backs out of it. The final flight, State Man by a whisker. Irish Point though, with stamina assured, is game. Now Townend shakes up State Man. He goes a length clear. Irish Point fighting on bravely. State Man with Constitution Hill absent. State Man has his day in the sun and wins the Unibet champion hurdle. Irish Point second, Lucia third, tight fourth, Zarak the Brave and Colonel Mustard.
Paul Townend had his champion hurdle. He rides State Man to victory. The short price favourite for Willie Mullins and Joanne Marie Donnelly. He had to get down and